let's call the meeting to order. Let's start with roll call. I'm Don Griffin.
David Walter.
Cindy Canarney.
Sue Wanzer. Oh, Sue Scambolari, no voice.
Okay.
Over here.
And staff president, Alex Rowley. Okay.
Doris Sims, Hand Department.
Christina Finley, Hand Department.
Larry Allen, Legal.
Okay. Let's go right to new business. We've got open responses to the offering of the RDC property.
So as we just mentioned, as you all are aware, we put out for offer 1730 South Walnut Street. Those bids were due by 5 p.m. today. And now we have received 4 offers, I believe, right?
Yes.
4 bid packets. So we'll be reading them, reading out who sent it, and reading out the offering price. Do you want to start with the
Okay.
envelopes?
So, do you want me to start? Oh, I
And
was
the
going to
Oscar
start with
goes
this
to-
one.
Yeah.
The winner.
Thank you. So
Best picture.
this bid is from Real America. The offering price is 0. So no cost. So.
Who are they? Do we know? No, we don't know.
Real America?
Yeah.
Yes, so they're a development company out of Indianapolis.
Okay. I think, never mind.
The
I've
next
had
one,
some dealings with them.
okay. The next one is from Michaels. And their bid price, offering price is $677,500.
And where are they from?
They're out of Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
And this one is from Brenshaw Development out of Northbrook, Illinois, and Summit Hill CDC out of Bloomington, Indiana. And for those of you who don't know, Summit Hill is the CDC that is part of the Bloomington Housing Authority. And instead of an offering price, what they're proposing is a ground lease with an initial payment at closing of $20,000 and then annual ground lease payments of $10,000 with a 3% increase every 5 years.
For what length again? For the ground lease?
99 years. And then the fourth one came in by email.
Yeah, the fourth one is from Gary Scott, who would represent Switchyard Bloomington Properties 1, LLC. The offering purchase price was $800,000. And he proposes that he would fund that through a loan from Old National Bank. And just to refresh everybody's memory, the minimum offering price was $677,500. So those are the 4 pursuant to Indiana Code 36.7.14.22. The Redevelopment Commission cannot accept anything under that $677,500 price for 30 days. So the only bids that we'd be able to consider within that 30-day period are the ones that meet that price or are over it. However, the commission also can reject any bids and may make recommendations as to the highest and best bidder based on the following criteria: the size and character of the improvements proposed to be made by the bidder on the real property, the bidder's plans and ability to improve the real property with reasonable promptness, whether the real property, when improved, will be sold or rented, the bidder's proposed sale or rental prices, the bidder's compliance with subsection D3 of the offering, and then any factors that would assure this commission that the sale or lease, if made, will further the execution of the redevelopment plan and best serve the interest of the community from the standpoint of both human and economic welfare. So our recommendation to the commission that would be up for your discussion is that we would be able to look at these plans and come up with a recommendation to you as to that would meet those criteria as we understood it from you.
So it's not just the price, it's what the plan is and how it meets our goals.
That's correct.
Okay.
Did
That's
everybody
correct.
send in plans
Yes, so there are plans attached to these.
and renderings as well?
Let me see
I
if
saw the
this,
rendering on the Chicago.
I know that there are renderings with these three.
So the
I didn't
one-
receive the attachments from Gary,
Well,
so.
because they just came in. Well, they
Okay.
came in. Let me see.
Alex referenced attachments, so I'm guessing that he did send something.
Yeah, they came in, mine sure they came in at 5:04, but,
What do we do with that?
They would be taken into account with all the other factors.
Even though it's 5, so we don't worry about it, that it came in at 5:04 as opposed to 5?
As was noted before, we can waive any irregularities of that sort. I mean,
Okay.
he got the memo in at 5.
Okay, good.
Those, we don't know why the attachments were delayed, if he's delayed in sending them or just delayed in the service or whatever. But we did receive it before the deadline of 5 o'clock, so we could consider
fantastic.
that.
So you need a motion to have staff review these and make a recommendation to the redevelopment commission at our next meeting.
That's correct.
Cool.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? None. Motion carried. Do we have any other discussion? Or
I
new
hope all of
business?
you plan to attend the State of the City address tonight.
Is that tonight?
Yes, it is.
Just a
And,
joke, sorry.
What did Tom, what did you say?
I said,
At 7 PM at the Buskirk Chimney.
Doors open at
It's not a
6:30.
joke.
I'll be next door at the Bloomington Restoration's annual meeting.
You guys come on
Yeah, really,
They got
afterwards.
food and wine.
in? Maybe cake.
Yeah, I was
What
gonna say,
time
I
their
think there's
doors
cake.
open? Maybe we'll go over
6.
and, well, I'll go over and eat pizza and beer and then come on over to,
hey. All right, so it starts at what time?
7 PM.
7 PM, awesome.
That's
Doors open
Tuesday
at 6:30.
At the Buskirk.
at the Buskirk Chimney. The public is invited, as well as all of you.
No admission charge.
Also, I wanted to just say thank you all for meeting tonight on this tight timeline. This is a very
Yeah, we
important
appreciate it.
affordable housing potential near Switchyard Park, which you all substantially funded, and this is fantastic. It's kind of exciting. If you do have questions, you can submit them in writing to Doris as well. You're also welcome to review any of the packets at any time and give your input, but before the meeting. Sorry, that's back to that kind of business, but just wanted to.
If the public wanted to review the packets, where would they do that?
They'll be available. I don't know that, I would have to review the legislation on this type of offering to know if they're gonna be available, but typically they're gonna be available in the hand department for inspection at some point. That may come after we have selected and someone is awarded, but I'll check the regulations and make sure that we follow whatever public records we have to. So I don't want to mislead the public. You can always call and ask and check with us, and we'll try to do whatever we can to make those available.
Since I'm not a voting member, I don't think this matters, but I'm a commissioner on the Bloomington Housing Authority.
Okay?
So I don't know if you think my influence is going to be a conflict of interest.
Thank you for disclosing it. We'll make sure that when you put your thumb on the scale that we
Okay,
discount it.
but since I don't have a vote, I don't know that it matters.
I think it'll be fine. But thank you for it. That's all I had. I don't say thank you very often to the commission, and I apologize for that because you guys are really great to work with.
God, we were just discussing that like
I know,
last
right?
time. We're
We
like,
were.
God, he never says thank you.
I feel like recently all I've done is say, hey, come to this meeting in 2 days. So I really appreciate your time.
No, thank you for,
Thank you to us, so.
yeah.
Well, I try to give it out when it's due.
I appreciate
Thank you.
everyone coming as well.
All right.
To this meeting.
Well,
We thank you too.
adjourned, right?
Yes.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, so Eric is not here. Cindy, I